Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. Yeah, like there was a point where, I was just like, okay, he's not really engaging back, and
that's what I expected, bro. We don't know exactly how it's gonna go, but I'm not shocked by it. Mike is 58, man.
Boxing professionals have vehemently condemned all parties involved in the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight after learning the fight was scripted. This revelation has been deemed the greatest disrespect to the sport of boxing in its history. The very concept of matching a 27-year-old YouTuber against a retired boxing legend over twice his age was already considered a significant affront to the integrity of the sport.
Ended up having to stick around for the main event, even if you didn't want to. You're still here. You didn't watch any of it.
No, I watched a couple of rounds. I don't want to, Chris. I think one thing I'll say is I think...
Despite the controversy surrounding Mike Tyson's involvement, many boxing fans and professionals initially embraced the idea of his return to the ring. After all, watching Iron Mike Tyson fight again was a thrill, no matter the circumstances. However, the entire boxing community did not share this enthusiasm. Prominent figures like Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, and Anthony Joshua, among others, found the concept ridiculous and distasteful. The fight itself turned out to be even worse than many had anticipated. The only silver lining was that Iron Mike Tyson was neither injured nor knocked out. However, everything else, from Netflix streaming the fight to the performance of both fighters, was unimpressive. The boxing world was already critical, but the leaked script added fuel to the fire. The news sparked even more outrage among boxing professionals, who directed their ire at Jake Paul, Netflix, and even Mike Tyson for what they saw as a disgraceful charade. Former world champion Andrew Ward, when asked about the leaked script right after the match, claimed he had suspected the fight was scripted and was not surprised by the outcome.
I don't know how many people feel like I feel, but I appreciate Mike getting himself in shape.
It is what I expected. We all knew how it was going to go. I'm not shocked by anything, stated Andrew Ward. Mike is 58, and we wouldn't expect anything less from a man his age fighting against a 27 or 26-year-old. It wasn't bad, but it could have been, and that's where the script came in. But really, was there a script for the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? According to the internet, the fight itself, and even Jake Paul, there was.
His age was showing a little bit, and I just have so much respect for him. And that
Tyson, showing every bit of his 58 years, was clearly outclassed by his younger opponent. He appeared hurt on several occasions, even biting down on his gloves to endure the pain. In the closing rounds, Paul noticeably eased off, avoiding the temptation to deliver a knockout blow that many in the increasingly disenchanted crowd had feared. Despite the pressure, Tyson managed to navigate to the finish line, maintaining his dignity. Fans, however, were left unimpressed. Paul later confirmed that he deliberately held back in the final rounds. Yeah, definitely a bit. He admitted when asked if he had taken his foot off the gas. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone who didn't need to be hurt. This cautious approach by Paul, coupled with Tyson's evident struggle, left many feeling the fight was more spectacle than sport. The outcome raised further questions about the legitimacy and integrity of such matches, especially with rumors and confirmations of a scripted fight swirling around. The event, intended as a grand comeback for Tyson, ended up highlighting the vast age and skill gap between the two fighters, casting a shadow over the entire spectacle. Canelo Alvarez and Anthony Joshua, among others, found the concept ridiculous and distasteful. The fight itself turned out to be even worse than many had anticipated. The only silver lining was that Iron Mike Tyson was neither injured nor knocked out. However, everything else, from Netflix streaming the fight to the performance of both fighters, was unimpressive. The boxing world was already critical, but the leaked script added fuel to the fire. The news sparked even more outrage among boxing professionals, who directed their ire at Jake Paul, Netflix, and even Mike Tyson for what they saw as a disgraceful charade.